Hello everyone, I am Crawlers and this is another episode of Ridiculous Loadout. This one brought to you by a Jonah Poiser who said use the Dow 12 shotgun with s-tac rifle scope and frag rounds. Well, this is a throw setup if anything, but can actually be semi-useful if you kind of understand its limitations. Now I ran it through a couple of TDM rounds because in TDM kills are usually right on top of each other and you don't have to hump 2 kilometers just to get sniped by a Bambi like in Conquest. So I used this setup and took extended mag and the support kit with it because I knew that killing enemies with the frag rounds would be about as tough as killing a Walmart cockroach. And what this translates into is basically that you will have to use most or all of your mag just to kill one guy. So, okay, so the thing with this kit is that besides its very low damage of the frag rounds, they are also a bit of a problem when shooting over distances. The drop-off of this ammo is, it's hilariously bad. These things will sink like a hammer on a lake. So, when aiming down the s-tac scope, always use the first round to, fire for effect and just see where it lands. Dollars to donuts, you will have to adjust. And, holding your breath with the scope and the frag rounds is pretty much redundant, so you don't have to do it at all. Now, what you have to have is a fast trigger finger, because while it will, take many rounds to even make a dent, the first round will usually make an enemy laugh, and as the second one lands, you can sort of almost see the question mark on top of their heads. Like, WTF was that? Well, the point of the story is they will either kill you or run away. Another point with this setup is that it's not too accurate. And because the frag rounds will explode only if they hit something, aiming directly at an enemy is inadvisable, because hitting him will be really, really difficult. So, you should aim either at the ground beneath their feet or a wall directly behind them. And put as many rounds down range as fast as you can. Because, once they realize what's up, they will run and you will have to reload anyway. But that's also the kit's strong point. Because you can kill enemies without having a line of sight on him. If he is hiding behind something, say behind the counter, prone, and you can't, get a bead on him, you can just shoot the wall behind him, and, the frags will either kill him or make him pop up, and he's dead either way. Now, I did get a few surprisingly nice kills with this setup, though. Even got asked once how the hell did I hit a Dow 12 kill at a very good distance. Well, of course, I said it was for a YouTube series I'm doing. Now, the reason I'm happier than a redneck with a sheep today is, well, a couple of reasons. Number one is I just got my first payout from my YouTube network thing. Well, actually, it was my second payout, but the first one was so small that, it wasn't even worth getting out of bed for. So, I really don't count that. And, no, I can't say how much I got, so don't ask. Suffice it to say, I can get a couple of cheeseburgers at Burger King and still have enough left for a milkshake. So, there's that. Oh, and another thing is, I finally got my winnings from the February Premium Dice Battlefield 3 competition thing. Phew, try saying that 3 times fast. Okay, so the thing is, I won or rather medaled, in the January and February competitions. Now the prize for the January competition was a poster, or a lithograph as they call it. Makes it sound a lot classier and expensive as f. Now they didn't show the poster, but since we played on Aftermath, I assumed it would be a poster code after the earthquake. Fast forward to about a month later, and I get a poster in the mail that's called The Abandoned Factory, which suspiciously looks like a scene from Scrap Metal, which, as we all know, is a close quarters map. Well, that was fine with me, you know. To be honest, this one is a lot more colorful, and there's a lot more action, and so I like it a bit more. Now, in March, I found that I also medaled in the February competition, and they showed the prize for that as a poster and a t-shirt. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The poster they showed was exactly the same as the one I got for my January winnings. So here I got to thinking that all their prize posters, or lithographs if you want to be picky, are the same, you know. Maybe they didn't think one person would win more than once, or maybe they just didn't give a shit, I don't know. So I emailed the dude that's responsible for the giveaways and said, well, hell, you know, I don't want another poster that's exactly the same. You know, that's a little redundant. Didn't hear anything back for a few weeks, which is pretty understandable because, you know, DICE doesn't actually print and sell these things. Joystick Junkies does it for them. So there must have been a lot of back and forth between them, or none at all. But a few weeks later I got my poster. I mean my lithograph. And it's a different one. It's the after the earthquake one. So here it is on my wall. Doesn't it look freaking awesome? I think it does. And with that, I think I'll go to bed. I have been Crawlers. Please rate, subscribe, and share this video. Thanks.